Hello table tennis nerds and welcome to Limittless channel. In this video you will see the advanced guide on the pendulum serve. So before you watch this video, please make sure to also check out our tutorial for the service. Because it's essential that you already know how to do the service, but also to know in general like what is the idea behind the service. But for those of you guys that already can do the service or played against it and have problems, I will show you guys how to receive it and also how to use it in your advantage, like in service systems, how to play the third ball attack or react on good receives from your opponent. So let's get right into it. So basically we will start now with the receives, and what is important to know, like there are two receives that you want to do basically on the service. Like one is if you get the service, let's say short to forehand to middle side, if you touch with forehand, like if you have the right technique and the right angle, it's quite easy to push short. And basically you want to have also with the same movement that you play short, you will just do in the end a bit and you push long. Like this is one way to receive it. And then the other way, for example, the service goes a bit more to the backhand side. It's also quite easy to move and play backhand flick. This is a more advanced technique. I will also make a video on this. But first, that you know, on this service, you can always keep in mind, because the ball jumps in this direction. So you can really use a lot of power from your hip also to play this backhand flick. Now I will show you some examples. So what you saw here, like the first step to receive the service, you have to do with your right leg. So you go below the table, that you're close to the ball and have a lot of control over your ball. And then the next thing is, basically you want to have a quite neutral angle, because what I see from many players is that they go more to the tilt to the right or to the left, depending on the spin of the serve. But the most easy is you go with neutral angle, touch the ball on the lower part of the racket, so you have a long time that the ball is in your rubber, so you have a lot of control. And then what is also quite good, if the service is a bit faster, you do this step, and while hitting the ball, you have a bit of back movement. So you slow down and the ball will be short for sure. And then how to change to fast ball, you also make this step, you go in front, but instead of hitting the ball with a backwards movement, you go one more time front to the ball. And like this, you create the speed that you need for a fast push. And like this, you can really have a safe system how to receive the service if it comes, let's say, to the forehand, to the middle. So if you're saying now, okay, the service, they come in this area, but it's not short, it's half long. So you have to think, okay, either I go with a push, but then it's hard to play short because the ball is longer and it's faster, or you want to go with a topspin. Like what I would recommend is, what also my coaches tell me every time, you go there as you would like to play a short push. If you see the ball is too long, you have still time to go down, because the other way around, for example, you go down, the ball is short, you make this, and then you have no control over the ball. So what is important, you go like you want to play short. If you see the ball is half long, you go down. And then one thing, because of the spin, it's really easy to control this ball. You just have to do a slight movement to the left, because the spin, like because of the side spin, you can really just do this and the ball will have enough speed. And you can also play parallel like this, just a bit more stop here. This is the perfect way. Okay, to play receive with your backhand on the service, there are two ways. Like either you have very good feeling for push, you can do also push but with a lot of cut, because the spin wants to go in different direction. So you normally would have to hit a bit like this, which is not easy and also more easy for the attacker. So if either you go with straight movement but with a lot of cut, or you want to play backhand flick. I would say backhand flick is the most easiest, because the ball jumps in this direction. So he will, like the ball will jump into your racket, which makes it quite easy to play. Yeah. So it's important to go also with the steps 1, 2, and then you have to be close to the ball and make your movement. Okay, that's how to push. So yeah, coming now to your own service. What is important, is the placement that you use. For example, you can, what is normal to use is short forehand, short backhand, this combination with the different types of spin. So your goal basically is to find out if your opponent has better feeling for short forehand or for short backhand. And then you really want to use this to your advantage, because of the spin changes, like downspin or upspin. You will get many easy balls, many long balls that you can attack basically. So my strategy is I will change between forehand and backhand until I see which side is better from my opponent. Then I will serve in the opposite side and already step around a bit, because my forehand is stronger, and I will use the long and high balls for my attacking balls. Yeah, as you saw now, Andreas had a lot more problems in his backhand side with the service. Like, how do I see this? For example, in forehand side, he could change the placement of his receive. Sometimes he could push long forehand. He could also give me a bit more short in backhand side. So for me, it's hard to see, where the ball will come, and then I cannot step around before. So I really have to be careful. But with this backhand side, because of the spin, he was not able, how I said before in the technique, not able to give me a straight push, more of like the bit this side one. And then most of the balls just came here. I could step around blindly and kill. For those who play better with backhand, it's same. You just make the service and you wait more here. You can also play like backhand open on these pushes. That is up to you. Yeah. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you could learn something new, because this receives is so important in table tennis. The service is the only ball of your opponent which you cannot really control, and if you're able to receive properly and also receive there where you want, you will have a big advantage. But also your service system, if you keep this safe, like you have, let's say, a safety area, like your opponent cannot influence you in this, so you will have always some ways to get out of tough situations. Like, for example, you are also making backhand service and you feel like, okay, my opponent receives good on my backhand serve, then you can change to your pendulum serve system, and that's something that pro players are doing really good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, comment on the video, and see you in the next videos, guys. Ciao.